Angelo, he does overshadow you. You have great knowledge.
It's not that hard to overshadow.
But Mighty John, the record guy, is our man. And, John, good morning. Thanks for coming on.
Good morning. How are you?
We played earlier this morning, I played, because I think it's somewhat fitting as we come up on 4th of July. Do you remember the Canadian? I really have a question as to how big this song actually got. The Canadian that did he was a radio commentator who had his speech on Americans getting kicked around. Do you remember that song?
I do.
I guess we don't call it a song, but it was kind of.
Yeah, it was a hit.
It was a hit. I thought it was a hit.
Yeah.
How far did that go on the Billboard charts? I remember hearing it on the radio.
It was a top 10 record.
I think so too. Top
10.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think of the guy's name now.
Gordon.
Sinclair. The newsman. I remember that.
Yeah. Pretty cool. No,
actually, there aren't any patriotic records that are worth a lot of money. But I do have 10 records that will give you a big bang for the bucks.
Okay. All right.
Each worth $1,000.
Wow. By the way, could you tell me whatever happened to the song Harry Truman by Chicago?
Yeah.
That song, you can't find it anywhere. It's not on iTunes. You can't get it anywhere. I'm assuming it was just not a big hit.
It must be on one of the albums, that's for sure. But no, it wasn't a big hit. But I remember it. Yeah, I do know it's not worth any.
Yeah, not worth anything. That's my specialty, John. By the way, is records.
That's the way I think of it.
That aren't worth anything. I have so many of them.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, here we go. And so these are worth $1,000 or more. Angelo, be listening because one of these you might have one of these.
Yep.
Okay.
Star number 10. Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs, big hit, Wooly Bully. The original 45 on XL Records, up to $1,000.
Wow.
Now, I'm lost here. This happens when we get into music. What was it? What was the name of this? Wooly Bully?
You know that
No, I know that song.
Okay.
I know that song.
Yeah.
What's patriotic about it?
Nothing.
He just said that none of the patriotic records are worth
none of the patriotic records have any value.
But what are the $1,000 Big Bang ones he's talking about?
Non-patriotic.
Well, okay. For your buck. If you paid for it originally, about 98 cents. Now it's up to $1,000.
Jeff is 45 being played on 33 right now. So. All right.
Touche.
We had to connect it to music and records. All right.
Very well done.
Next one.
Do you know who did The Lamb Lays Down on Broadway?
Genesis.
Very good.
Oh, Angelo, I would not have been able to answer that.
Peter Gabriel.
Yeah.
We're all going to take the rest of this interview off and let
that era, by the way, was really weird for Genesis.
Yeah, that was the Peter Gabriel era.
Yeah, he's an odd. He was an odd guy. So this record's worth some money.
Yep, up to $1,000.
Okay.
Atco Records.
All right, nice. All right, next
First 45 for Ray Charles was called Midnight Hour. It, too, was up to $1,000.
Is that the classic Midnight Hour?
No.
Okay. Not
Pickett Midnight
in the Midnight Hour. This was just Midnight Hour. Okay,
yeah.
Fair enough. All right.
Everybody knows Can't Buy Me Love. The
Beatles, yep.
With the picture sleeve up to $1,000.
And explain
$900.
If you go ahead.
I was going to say $995 of that is for the picture sleeve.
Wow, that's what I wanted you to talk about. How valuable that picture sleeve is.
Yeah, picture sleeves are always worth more than the 45 itself.
Yeah, isn't that something? How about the stuff? And Angelo was talking about. You have one of the original Beatles albums, and it's got the pictures, and maybe it's the White Album.
It's the White Album comes with 4 pictures.
You get
and a poster.
That stuff all valuable in a package. I'm assuming.
Yes, and it all depends whether it's on Capitol Records or on Apple Records.
The more valuable would be Apple?
Apple.
Okay.
Apple was the first pressing.
All right, cool. Yeah. All right, next up.
Next up is the Stones, Heart of Stone, 45, with picture sleeve up to $1,000.
Okay, all right.
Any idea what the name of the first Beach Boys record was?
Boy,
the Beach Boys.
It's got to have what word in the title?
Girl, USA, surf.
Surfing. The name of the first Beach Boy record.
Surfing. Oh, it was just surfing. Surfing.
Up to $1,500.
Wow.
The Boss, Bruce Springsteen, Blinded by the Light, with picture sleeve, up to $1,500.
Wow. Not many people knew that he sang that song first.
Well, he wrote it.
Man for Man's Earth Band covered it in 78 or 79.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. That came up first, right? Manfred Mann.
No, Bruce Springsteen.
Springsteen's came first, his version.
Well, Man for Man obviously had the hit.
Right.
Bruce didn't. So, but he wrote it and did record it
Yep.
with picture sleeve up to $1,500.
Wow. Okay.
Great trivia question. The very first 45 on the Motown record label.
The very first. I think I might have used this question for one of our free money questions a while back. First.
Well, I could do the first. You probably don't know the song, but the first recording artist, supergroup on the Motown record label.
I don't know. I would say
Who's the
Temptations or
Marvin Gaye.
Marvin Gaye. But you're saying super group. I don't have the answer. Who is it?
Well, Smokey Robinson and the Miracles.
Okay, all right, that makes sense.
First 45 was called "Bad Girl," $1,500.
All right, and a lot of these very valuable are more rare because they weren't big hits.
Yes, many times.
Got it.
If the recording artist is collectible, and Smokey is.
Right. Okay.
Motown is extremely collectible. So number 2 on this list, the Supremes had a 45 called "Your Heart Belongs to Me," with picture sleeve up to $3,000.
Wow. Okay. Again,
and number 1 on this we give to somebody who never. The only recording artist other than Elvis that had number 1 hits not to appear on American Bandstand in the 50s and early 60s.
All right, repeat that again. I love these, and I never get them right.
Recording artist other than Elvis who had a number 1 hit that did not appear on American Bandstand in the 50s and 60s.
In the 50s and 60s.
Because he had his own TV show and didn't need to be on American Bandstand.
Was it?
Not Chubby.
No. Was it? I don't know the answer. I was going to say somebody like.
He was grasping
Frankie
all the
Avalon
earth-friendly
or somebody
straws.
like
So.
Who was
Died
it?
in a plane crash.
Oh, Buddy Holly.
No.
Oh, Big Bopper.
No.
I don't know who. What?
Ricky Nelson.
Oh, Ricky Nelson. Right. He had a TV show.
That's it.
Yeah, boy, that one we should have gotten. I forgot all about that. Garden Party, Ricky Nelson, right?
That was a big hit for him.
I forgot that he died in a plane crash. That was in the 70s, right? Is that correct?
New Year's, I believe it was on New Year's Eve.
And that's
anyway, 45 for him. Lonesome Town, if you have a copy, and the color of the vinyl is blue, up to $6,000.
Wow. And all of these have to be in really good shape, or what?
Well, we always say a record is worth up to, because condition is very important.
I'm assuming the condition of the jacket as well is extremely important. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, we have Angelo wants to throw at you a couple of his copies and see what you think on the value. I wanted to ask you your opinion on this. The song is "Feels It Still," Portugal, versus Mr. Postman. Have you heard this controversy?
No. Was it a plagiarism thing?
The thought that they stole. So there's a mashup. I want you to listen to the mashup, and you tell me if this is stolen in your opinion, John.
Oh, yes.
This is the Beatles version of the mashup, by the way.
Yeah, so far away. Please, Mr. Postman, look and see. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Hey, Mr. Postman.
I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, sounds really close to me.
It does sound pretty close. Although I do think they speed things up in order to make that all work.
Yeah, it sounds like the Chipmunks doing Mr. Postman.
It does, absolutely. All right, Angelo, what do you have there? By the way, it's moneymusic.com if you have any questions about vinyl. And one of the things we talked to John about the last time is promotional copies are now something that are very, very collectible.
Absolutely.
All right, Angelo, hit him. How many do you have there?
I'll skip
800.
the stack.
Give us 5 quickies. Sure.
5 quickies. All right. So Alex Starr, self-titled album on Smart Alec Records from 1982. They're a local band, but it was released.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, local artists that don't go national, we rarely know about. So that's something that I would not know.
Really?
I've got
I'm
the
shocked.
answer. It's about $50. That's what it
And is that what you paid for it, though, right?
No, I found it for only $1.
Okay, all right.
David Bowie, The Interview. This is from 1987. It's a promo copy from the album Never Let Me Down.
Yes, a promotional copy of Bowie. Bowie does have some very collectible records. That particular one we put up to $75.
Okay. Right.
Buckingham Nicks. This is the 83.
This is like the Antique Roadshow, by the way. Okay, what is that? That's
this
is that before Fleetwood Mac?
Yeah, Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham before Fleetwood Mac.
Are you familiar with that one, John?
What was the name of the song?
No, it's Buckingham Nicks. Their
This is an album.
Oh, yeah, no more than $30.
Okay.
The Beatles, Yesterday and Today. This is a Taiwanese bootleg pressing.
Yeah, there is only established values for records issued in the U.S. And the reason is, one way we put a value on a record is to know how many were released.
Right.
Those figures available in the States, not accessible overseas. So what collectors tend to do is put a slightly lesser value on the import as its counterpart released in the States. So, does this have the Butcher picture on it or just another picture of the Beatles?
Nope, it's another picture of the Beatles.
So, in the States, that would sell up to around $125. So, the Japanese printing probably more in the $75 price range.
Okay. All right.
Piper, a promo copy of Piper Can't Wait. This is Billy Squires' band.
Billy Squires, Piper Can't Wait. The best of my knowledge, no more than $10 to $15. What did you pay for it?
I bought it for like $6, I think.
Oh, yeah.
It's still making something.
That's a good one for a nickel at a garage sale.
Supertramp, Super Sampler. This is from 1983, and it's the white label promo.
Yeah, I was going to say the sampler records are all promos. Supertramp, not as collectible as most people think. Promo copy probably more in the $30 to $40 price range.
Okay. I want to ask you one I want to throw at you, and I don't know what label it's on. It might be Epic or something. I forget, but it was Billy Idol, Moni Moni. And it's an extended version of Moni Moni. It's a promo copy, and it is it's the same song on both sides.
Yes, I have a copy myself. I used it at weddings. It was a big
Yes, that was, let me tell you, that was my bathroom song at a wedding. People would dance like crazy, and it's long enough to go to the bathroom. It's like 6 or 7 minutes long.
It's a great record, but it's not worth much more than $10 to $15.
Okay, all right. Well, listen, one of these days I'm going to have the gold mine. I'm going to have the gold mine one of these days.
I got one more. What about Tiny Tim's debut?
Tiny Tim.
Somebody would actually have to pay you to take it off your head. You'd have to pay them to take it off your head.
That's awesome. Mighty John, the record guy. Nobody knows vinyl like John. It's moneymusic.com, and we'll do this again. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Bill.
All right.